What's up, guys? Before we begin this podcast, I want to let you know we got a Patreon, bonus episodes each week. Me and JT, just classic, getting down to the old-fashioned style. If you like that, check it out. Become a patron at patreon.com/chatgoesdeep. We also got tour dates coming up. We're going to be in Tempe, Arizona. We got the Netflix is a Joke shows tonight and tomorrow, and then we're going to be at Tempe, Arizona, May 12th, and then we're going to be in Michigan, Detroit area, Grand Rapids, what up? And then we're going to Texas, so check it out at chatandjt.com. We're also going to DC in May, so check those out for tour dates and ticket links. What up? We're also brought to you by the legends at Manscaped. Manscaped, thank you so much for keeping our trims pure, for looking after our hogs, for making sure that our dinks are looking fresh and clean, because these dudes are not only great at making sure that your pubes look fresh, but they're also great at supporting balls and showing massive support for balls, because they are partnered with the Testicular Cancer Society, and they're here to remind you to check your boys while offering precision engineered tools for your two testes. We have an exclusive offer for our audience. Use the code GODEEP to get 20% off plus free shipping at manscaped.com. Join the movement and the other 4 million men who trust Manscaped. They have a purple trimmer. It's incredible, and you're going to want to shave your nuts with it. Check it out. We're also brought to you by the legends at Titan Investments. New sponsor, what up? Check out Titan if you want to aim to become the smartest and wealthiest investor you've ever been. Level up your financial game with the dudes at Titan. Head to titan.com/go-deep to get $50 when you invest with Titan. That's $50 when you go to titan.com/go-deep and invest with Titan. They're legends. Finally, we're brought to you by the other legends at Helix Sleep. The best in the biz when it comes to a mattress. If you want to get comfortable, if you want to sleep good and feel good, check out Helix, because they got the best mattresses on the planet. That is no lie. Helix is offering up to $200 off all mattress orders and 2 free pillows for our listeners at helixsleep.com/go-deep. All right, let's start the show.
What's with deep? Going deep. Chad and JT.
Wax my ass and let's call the cantina. What's up, stokers of Stoke Nation? This is Chad Kroger coming in with the Going Deep with Chad and JT podcast. I'm here with my compadre, Jean Thomas. What up?
Boom clap, stokers.
And we're here with our guest, stand-up comic actor, Harland Williams. Welcome to the podcast.
What's up, broshes? Brosephiash and Broseph.
Oh, dude, nice to meet you. Dude, you brought, actually, they're over there, but you brought us some donuts.
Dude, aren't you going to give him some airtime, bro?
I honestly, I might go get them.
I think
They're in the other room,
you
yeah.
gotta take. We're doing one of these. I'm gonna officially do one of these.
You calling time?
I'm calling time. We don't have to shut the cameras off, but I think we gotta call time for the donuts, bro.
Yeah, we're in a different energy now. We're waiting for the donuts to come back.
Donuts.
Oh, my bad. Might be.
And not just donuts, but what size are the donuts, bro?
Dude, they're jumbo.
Yeah, they are. They're jumbo, bro.
Strawberry glazed.
What a gift. I think honestly, this is the first gift we've gotten from the get. Or no, we've probably gotten.
Well,
gifts
to be
before.
honest, it's not a gift. I wanted you to see them, but I'm going to be taking them with me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't think I'm just going to hand over my jumbo donuts. Like,
So what was the point of bringing them then?
just to show you that I have donuts and you don't. It's mean, but it's an icebreaker.
It's a huge flex to start off.
It's a flex. It's a power flex. It's what I call a teriyaki power slam. You ever seen one of these?
Now
No, what is that?
This is called a teriyaki power slam, and you can get it by flexing donuts at some players, or you can get it by rumbling around. And I don't know if you guys have ever done this, but tumbled around in the back of a gray van with priests. Have you guys ever rolled around, like just tumbled?
Have you done that before?
Are you wrestling or what is?
We call it tumbling. It's like, you ever see your dryer?
Gymnastics?
You ever watch your dryer and the clothes just flip all over each other and stick? And
And why priests?
they're fun. They're fun. They wear those black capes so you don't stick.
And it's funny to watch them flop in that.
It's fun to watch them flop. It's like imagine you had a bowl of what's this? A wonton soup, and you stir it, but then you dropped in some Kleenex. And it's like, what's the wonton and what's the snot rag? Right, guy?
Right.
I thought you were going to say, what if you dropped a priest into the wontons.
Oh, Braveheart.
Come on, dog. What are we
dog.
talking about?
By the way, can you hold those up one more time? Because we got the word jumbo, and this is why I love these so much. What else do you get the word jumbo with? I think there's one other food item. You know what it is.
Hot dog?
Oh, boy, I wasn't thinking that.
What were you thinking?
Shrimp.
That's more obvious and the better pick.
No, jumbo dog is great, bro.
Thanks.
Holy God, you jumboed me, bro.
I out-jumboed you?
I thought there was only one jumbo, like jumbo shrimp, and then you dogged me.
Whoa,
Baby,
dude.
I had to say something.
Wow,
I mean, I
bro.
was under the gun.
Brosephius is on fucking
Dude.
line 4 for Brosephius.
Yeah, don't leave me on hold, dude.
Dude, I love that
Alright,
name,
get on the
too.
phone, dude. Let's chat.
You're on a rotary Brosephius line right now, guy. Wow,
Keep
man.
winging that thing.
And what else is it? It says one other thing on there, and I know you love this word. It starts with G. It's one of his favorite words. He throws it up at me all the time.
Glazed?
Glaze, bro.
He's a glazed guy for sure.
I have a glazed look. People have told
Yeah.
me that before. I call it glazed focus.
Yeah, your eyes are a bit glazed. Mm-hmm. Like Pet Cemetery, like glazed.
We were talking about Pet Cemetery earlier because
Yeah.
in a tragic accident that you talked about
Yeah.
on the Santino podcast, your dad died.
My dad died. He was hit by an elk. And,
I wasn't a person flying through.
it was a person flying through the air, had a helmet
with
on with
antler.
elk horns.
Yeah.
And I guess he was part of the. Have you ever heard of the Elks Club?
Yeah, Elks
It must
Lodge.
have been the Grand Taboo or whatever the leader is.
Wow.
What's the leader of the Elks Club?
The Grand Wizard? Oh, no, it's the Ku Klux
No.
Klan. My bad.
That's yeah.
the head moose.
The head moose, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know. There's an Elks Lodge in Newport that I frequent.
Are you
Yeah.
serial?
Dude, super serial.
Oh
Yeah,
my God.
yeah. I met the moose there a couple times.
The
He's a good
Grand
guy.
Moose?
Yeah, Larry.
Right. So Larry, Larry. And so the old man took some antlers right through the sternum. And what happened is I wasn't ready, and I don't mean to be insensitive. Are your folks still with us, you guys? Mm-hmm. Yours aren't.
My dad, yeah.
He's gone?
Yeah.
Then you might like this story, but
Cool, okay.
I wasn't ready for my old man to go. I still needed to play some catch. I still needed to hear stories. I didn't know how my dad lost his virginity. I hadn't heard that story yet. And I wasn't ready for the old man to go. And luckily, in my neighborhood, we have cemeteries, but luckily we have a pet cemetery. And so late at night, around 2 a.m., I dragged his body up there and buried him on sacred land. And just 4 days, which is almost as fast as a big object from Amazon.
Right.
4 days he came back out of the pet cemetery. Smelled like a dew worm, smelled like earth. But God, to have him back. But going back to you, his eyes were glazed over, sort of a grayish. You ever seen a gray whale? Mm-hmm. So it's kind of that tone of gray.
Has he been able to shake off the smell or the look?
Can't. Once you're up in the pet cemetery, man, it's kind of just it's like wearing. You ever wear J-Lo, her perfume? Mm-hmm. Like you can't get it out.
So how did he lose his virginity? Did you ask
I
him when he
haven't I
came?
haven't had that chance yet to talk to him.
What are you doing not asking him when he's back from the dead?
He's back. He's back fresh though. He's only been back about 3.5 weeks.
Oh, so you want him to get
Wow.
his faculties back
I
before
want him
he
to give him a chance. He's right now. I got him down in the basement with a Rubik's cube, and he's
Just trying to sharpen his mind.
just trying to get him back, bring him back from
What does he talk about? What life was like down in pet heaven?
He doesn't. He's not really using words yet.
Yeah.
He's sort of mumbling a bit, but
Did you give him a donut?
no, bro.
That might flip the switch.
Dude, donuts. They rule.
What do you feed him now?
Well, he loves gourds. Have you ever seen a gourd?
No.
So they look like pumpkins, but they got warts on them, and they're the sex toys of the vegetable world. They look like
dude, yeah.
you know what I mean,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
You know what I mean? They're like
I got
they
you.
look like a butt plug with herpes.
Right, with warts. Yeah.
Yeah, they got the big warts, but people don't realize they're edible. And so the old man, he loves them gourds, and he'll eat them raw.
like sort of like a moose, yeah.
Probably. If a moose could wander into a gourd field, fuck yeah.
Did he request the gourd, or you just kind of?
No, when you're the living dead, you don't get to make up a menu. You know, you get what the living put in front of you.
So did he ring your doorbell and he's like, I'm back?
He did. It's unbelievable.
Oh shit, dude.
Yeah.
What'd you say?
I said, welcome home, Daddy, and I hugged him. And God, did he stink. His hair smelled like, imagine digging up Charlie Chaplin, Marilyn Monroe, and who else? Who's one of your favorite dead celebs?
Selena.
Not falling for that trap, Brosephios. Nice try, guy. That's what you call clickbaiting, right there. Tried to slide in. Not touching it.
How'd you know I was doing that?
I could tell. Selena. Bro. Not even moveon.org. Not touching it.
Can I apologize for trying to bait you into that?
No, it's dude.
That's
like
the job.
It's clever. It's a challenge. You did it, but it's got me on my game now.
Yeah, now you know you got to bring it.
I gotta bring it because you flexed up with the Celines.
Okay, so Jean-Benet Ramsey would be another one.
Don't know who that is, bro.
Did I say that
Hard
right?
to be your favorite celebrity. She was only famous for dying.
Oh wow.
Who?
Jean-Benet
Who
Ramsey.
is that?
6-year-old child.
The girl that they think her parents whacked her.
Never heard of her.
Colorado.
Never heard of her.
Do you pay attention to the news?
Not child murder.
Good call.
That's good.
Don't know.
Well, you're the
who it
only
is.
one, dude. You're on an island there.
That's right. And I'm enjoying the tanning butter. So, nice try. Clickbait number 2. Did Nato El Worko.
I'm gonna get him. Stay tuned.
Strawberry glaze me, Brosephios. Strawberry glaze me.
Do you have a lot? Do you like bro culture?
Brosephios? I'm beyond bro. I'm into Brosephia. I took the bro bus right past Brotown and I got off in Brosephiosville, bro.
Wow.
Yeah, that's for the real
Come on.
the real deal.
I feel like he dressed for this podcast.
Really?
Well, I think we're kind of dressed similarly.
I didn't really dress for it, but I feel like, you surf and
You got the Vans on. I really
I got
respect
Vans. Yeah.
that. Are you wearing socks?
I'm not wearing socks.
Nice. I don't usually either because I'm wearing these. I'm wearing socks, but I wear no shows actually.
You wear what?
I wear no show socks.
What's that? Oh, the little.
It's
See, you're not. Oh man, I shouldn't even say it. He's your friend, right?
Yeah, really good buddies.
I call those girl socks. And I'm not, dude. I'm not lacing you up. I'm not power slamming you, but
Well, it feels like the maple slam you were talking about.
one of these, the teriyaki power.
Oh, the
slam?
teriyaki
Yeah.
power slam. To be honest, yeah.
Yeah, probably a bit of that. But the thing is, those little socks that expose your ankles, and I'm not running up on you and doing a Rambo, but they feel like girl socks to me.
Is it what's wrong with girl socks?
Well, they're great for girls, but don't you think when the sock stops
man.
at the ankle for a man,
A man wears his socks above a certain
right,
length.
guy?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Well, why-
I don't want to insult.
So these are no good?
But no, see, you might as well be in your black leather miniskirt street walking on
Oh, dude.
that La Cienega
I mean,
and bent over an Espon inkjet printer, bro. Come on in, boys. Uncle Chunky's home for dinner.
Who's that talking?
I don't know. I don't know. So anyways, no insight. But it's like you can't wear black socks to a barbecue. Like a guy...
Is that a rule?
Well, if you ever been to a barbecue and there's always a dude with like blue Bermuda shorts and then black socks,
Right.
off-putting.
And yeah.
Like,
I never. Yeah. I guess you're right. I guess that is the feeling I've felt, but I've never really been able to articulate it. Yeah.
yeah, like you immediately lose your appetite, right?
Right.
No matter what they're grilling up, you see some 40-year-old, 50-year-old dude with black socks, and you're like, No. Out.
That's huge.
That's huge. Mega.
So you're an Arby's guy, yeah?
Oh, man.
You love the horsey sauce?
I love the horsey sauce, and I love it that they've got the meats. It's just, where do you go these days for a roast beef, right?
Dude.
Because a roast beef is it's like it's the size of a hornet's nest, a good hornet's nest, or a fibroid, is it called? Have you heard of a fibroid?
No.
Women get them in their ovaries. They're like big fat clump.
They're what? Fat clumps?
They're like clumps of fat fibroids. And women,
yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
no, women get them in their ovaries. I knew a girl that had 23 taken out.
And it reminded
my
you
gosh.
of roast beef?
Well, I'm just saying a roast beef is like a big globular. It's like a
right.
big juicy fibroid.
It's a mass.
Right, it's a mass. It's like if a whale had a leukemia tumor, that would probably be what it would look like. Have you ever?
And this is appetizing to you.
No, but what I'm saying is that it's hard to find a big clump of meat just hanging around, right? But if you go to Arby's, they got the clumps of meat, which should be their real slogan. Arby's, we got the clumps of meat. Or even better, Arby's, we got the whale leukemia beef.
So we got the fibroids of deliciousness.
We'll put your fibroid in a bun, bro, Safiash.
Just put some horsey sauce on your fibroid.
Horsey sauce on your fibroid or whatever it is. But anyways, it's tough to get a slab of meat that big, and they cut it up for you, you know?
Yeah.
So I love it, man. No dish in the Arby's.
It sounds delish.
Yeah.
I can't get over the inkjet thing with the black miniskirt
Yeah, right?
over the top of it. How'd you meet your girlfriend?
Well, before I get into that, because you seem a little taken aback by that, and you got to remember, bro, Safiash, is that we live in a techno world now. So when you were coming up, how old were you when you lost your VV?
17.
17, and whoa, bro.
24.
24?
Mm-hmm.
So, okay. So you were sort of just emerging into the tech world at that point.
Yeah, by the time I lost my virginity, I'm 34 now.
Yeah.
Cell phones and social media were
Okay.
ubiquitous.
Okay, don't know what that word is, but it sounds delicious.
Social media?
No, ubiquitous.
Oh, it means
That's not a candy you buy at the movie theater?
those are milk duds.
Oh, bro. I was ready to go to see like a movie after this. Yeah,
That
I'll
does-
have popcorn
that does sound
and
like
some ubiquitouses, please.
It does sound like a Christian Bale action movie where it's like
Oh, yeah.
ubiquitous.
Ubiquitous.
He's everywhere at once. There's 6,000 clones of him, and they're all trying to kill each other.
He's ubiquitous. Yeah. But what I was saying about it with tech now, with most kids are losing their virginity through technology, like
Through a screen.
through dating apps and whatever.
Right,
but
right.
the dating app is just the beginning of the technology. What they do is, and all the kids watching already know this. I'm not telling them anything out of school, but they meet through technology. They chat through technology, and then most kids losing their virginity nowadays, it used to be you do it in a car or behind a Denny's or something. Now kids want to be bent over an S-Bahn photocopier. They want to be just bent right over and teriyaki power slammed from behind.
Whoa.
Yeah,
When you're hitting that teriyaki power slam,
yeah.
where's that being applied?
Well, that's if picture someone standing and now bent over an inkjet, laser jet photocopier, and it could be in an alleyway. Could be, where would you want it to be? Where's your perfect spot to lose your vajoy?
To be bent over.
Yeah, where would you like to be bent over an S-bomb, brosh?
Very curious.
Dude, I think of Norms. Behind a
No
norm.
way.
Yeah.
Behind the norms.
Yeah.
Oh, like that's a 24-hour diner.
Yeah, because they've got, you can,
Oh.
24-hour diner, and they've got deals. You can get like a full Thanksgiving dinner for $8.99.
Bro, imagine losing your virginity to the smell of bacon. Just in the air.
That's nice.
Now okay.
All the
Yeah.
senses are like electrified.
Yeah.
Oh, everything's better with bacon, brosh.
Dude.
100.
Where would
Some
you
apple
want to
pie.
get bent over a laser laser ink printer?
Behind like a Pilates studio.
Whoa.
Perfect. Yeah, because you got to be flexed, right?
I'll be loose. I'll be limber. Wow. Be open.
What about you?
I would probably like to do it behind. Have you seen this place, Madame Tussauds Wax Museum?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because what I like to do is. What way you're laughing?
No, I'm just tickled by the thought of losing your virginity
Well, what
on
I
Hollywood
do.
Boulevard. No, but keep going.
Some people in the afterglow like to lay in bed and light a cigarette, right?
Mm-hmm.
After they've had sex. I'm not trying to be too graphic,
Yeah.
but what's beautiful about having sex behind a wax museum is you don't have to settle for a cigarette. What I did when I lost mine, I went in and lit a fire in the wax museum. And what's a wax figure's worst enemy?
Fire.
So what I did is I melted Pope John Paul, Olivia
Whoa.
Newton-John, and Elton John into one blob, and I had Pope Olivia Newton, Elton John, and that was my afterglow.
Did you plow the
No, I
wax?
just laid there and sniffed the reek of the Johns. It was just like, just
of the Johns?
the John stink.
Why'd you go after them?
Because it's three Johns. It's like Olivia Newton-John, Pope John Paul, and Elton John. And if they had that Beatles freak, who's that? The guy?
Lennon?
John Lennon. If he was there, I would have got him too, that bespectacled. What is it called when you have glasses?
I think that's right.
Yeah.
Bespectacled.
Wow.
Did he wear? Later he wore those. He didn't wear glasses when he was in the Beatles, right?
I don't know.
That was like a Yoko thing. She brought him into the glasses phase.
Oh, she did?
I don't know. I'm guessing.
I don't know.
But you know what I do know? 100%.
What?
She brought the glasses in.
Yoko did?
Mm-hmm.
Into John's life.
Right.
So it wasn't an optometrist.
No.
It was a nutty Japanese girl with crazy hair who likes to scream.
That was one of the most succinct summaries of Yoko I've ever heard.
Don't you love a good summary, especially this close to summer? They're so summary. I find when you do a summary in summer, they're really summary.
Like the imagery. There's beaches and sun and
Yeah, it's summary. Like if you do a summary in the spring, it still feels springy. But if you do a summary the way you did in summer, it's just so summary all around.
Wow.
Were you ever in a jam band or anything like that?
A what now,
A
hey?
jam band?
Yeah. I have a band. It's called The Cousins. And you know about it.
Yeah, my wife interviewed your cousin.
She did?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
She did?
Yeah. She mentioned that we knew each other. Yeah.
Yeah, we have a band called The Cousins, and I don't know if is that a jam band?
I don't know. I don't even know what jam band. I just meant, do you have a band?
Oh yeah, we have a band.
What do you play?
We hardly ever play, but we have a couple albums out.
I do?
Yeah, we have The Cousins, The Love Song Years, and we have The Cousins Rattlesnake Love, and they're on
nice.
Apple. They're on Apple iTunes or whatever it is.
Oh, I love that.
That's
Yeah.
provocative. Rattlesnake love.
Rattlesnake Love. Yeah.
Because they got to have sex very carefully. They got to be
Yeah.
wary of one another.
Yeah, it's when you got poison fangs, brosh. It ain't like plowing a bucktooth fatty behind a Denny's. How dare
that's
you.
Tiger Woods
yeah.
story.
The Tiger Woods.
Dude, there's a brown widow in my garage.
A brown widow,
I didn't know that was a thing. They're brown widows.
Wow.
like
And
a spider.
Yeah, there's a lot of spiders where I live. And I was like taking a video of it. And I was like, oh, look at this spider. It's a brown. I didn't know brown widows exist, but they're in
Are you sure it
California.
wasn't a brown recluse?
Wasn't a brown recluse, no.
So it's a brown widow.
Brown widows are a thing, yeah.
You know, it's interesting because when you think of a black bear, When you see a black, what do you think of when you see a black bear?
Yoki?
Yeah, the smoky.
No, like if you saw a black bear, what would you describe what you'd see?
A big animal that has the potential to kill me.
And what color is it?
Black.
Right. But here's where your thing comes in, Brosh. There's black bears that have brown fur. So the black widow, there could have been a brown one. I believe you, is what I'm saying.
Oh, thanks.
And with black bears, you're supposed to stay still and play dead. When with brown bears, you're supposed to run. I know there's a reverse like instruction for how to survive.
I think, well, with black bears, there's no rules in nature. See, with black bears, I've run into some black bears in my day, and I've found the best thing is to make noise. They're very jittery, black bears.
What kind of noise?
Just yelling, banging a pot. Do you carry a pot around at all with you?
I could.
Might be smart.
Do you?
I have.
I live in West Hollywood.
Yeah, okay. Well, you probably carry at least pot around with you.
Smoke weed?
Yeah.
For sure.
Okay, so that could work too. If you inhaled loud enough, you could be like, and a bear would just, V-gate for the jet steak, or whatever, however you say it.
No, I feel you.
Right?
That's where I'm trying to get him.
Yeah.
Get out of my realm and move along, partner.
Johnny Osmond on your fucking flapjack, bro.
Yeah, extra syrup.
What happened with the spider, Brosh?
Yeah, I killed it.
Whoa.
But here's the thing.
Whoa.
I don't like killing spiders, and
Yeah.
so I let it go at first. Then my buddy's like, "That's a brown widow. You gotta stomp its ass." And so I had a cane lying around because I went to this party, and I stomped it with the cane.
Wait. You stomped it with a cane.
Yeah, I just squished it.
What was the circumference of the cane, though?
It's about yay big.
So to stomp it, I feel like you'd have to be right over it and butter churn it almost.
Yeah, dude. Well, here's what I did. I got the web, because I would like come near it and it'd start crawling away. And
It was in the web.
It was in the web, so I got the web and I like gathered up the web.
Yeah.
And it started to bunch up, and I just crunched her. But I
Oh.
felt bad about it afterwards. I don't like killing it. I don't like doing that.
Yeah.
One time I killed a spider in front of my dad, and he's like, "Don't do that." And so that kind of stuck with me.
That's a nice lesson for him to impart.
Yeah.
It didn't really stick with him, though, did it?
No,
Because what did you do to the brown?
stomped its ass.
Sounds like a big fuck you to your dad, if you ask
This
me.
is probably the first he's hearing of it, too. He's
Yeah.
an avid listener.
I hope your dad's not watching, because that's what I call child disappointment.
Well, he's yeah. I don't know. He's been hanging out with some priests lately.
Whoa, brosh. Get me to the Glendale Galleria, bro.
Yeah.
Not a better spot in town.
Well, it's
Right?
been hard to get a hold of him because, according to my stepmom, he's just hanging out in vans with priests.
Whoa, bro.
Yeah.
Have you been to the Glendale Galleria?
It's amazing.
Right? I
It's
used
incredible.
to work there.
Where'd you work?
You know the food court? Mm-hmm. They got the Orange Julius. Mm-hmm. It's like a giant orange. I worked in that thing for about 4 years.
Inside of it?
In the orange, yeah.
What were you doing in there?
I served Orange Julius, Brosh.
That makes sense.
I mean, how exciting. Most people wake up, 9 in the morning, go to work, go to an office building, go to the shop, go to the garage, go to Home Depot. Not this dude. I got to go work inside of a giant citrus.
Why'd you end up leaving if you like the job so much?
It's a tough thing to talk about, but I got headhunted by a new company that didn't really last, but it was Pomegranate Pilot, and have you heard of Pontius Pilate? Mm-hmm. Yeah, so they took a shot at Orange Julius, and it didn't work out, but for about 4 weeks I was working in a giant pomegranate. Yeah.
Didn't feel the same, huh?
Didn't feel the same. And I think I actually got fired. I was loading everything up one day, and I dropped everything, the pomegranates, the little seeds, and they said, you're fired. I go, what the hell am I fired for? They said, you spilled your seed. And so they let me go.
I mean, you could say that working there maybe was bittersweet.
Don't think I'm going to say it.
You wrestled with saying it, though, which is nice.
No, I think I was mind blocking it. Might have even been mind fucking it just to shut the whore down. Shut her down deep. Put her on the bus to fuck off town and let her ride all the way to the end.
What's at the end?
Fuck off.
Did you pay for her ticket?
Bro, if you want to put your arm around me, put it around me, but don't do it halfway. I see what you're doing.
I'm opening up to you.
I know, but if you're going to put it around me, don't,
I don't think I can stay on mic and fully get around you.
But I don't know that okay, here we go.
Did you really want that, or was it more of like a challenge?
I was just trying to call you out on your sneaky homoerotic aggressions.
It's homoerotic, but it's not aggressive.
Well, an arm around my
I'm big
back
on touch.
a mustard yellow couch from IKEA is a little aggressive to me, flamethrower Johnny.
I just like to be open and touch. I like to touch.
Okay, give it a touch.
Do you touch your fellers? I felt nice. Closer to you than I was 2 seconds ago. Whoa, now we're partying.
Wow.
How'd that feel?
Nothing I haven't felt from a priest.
You were molested.
No.
No, he tumbles.
The tumble.
Bro.
My
He's a
bad.
tumble guy.
I was projecting. We had a priest, Father Pat, in my junior high, and he used to touch me, but not like under things, but over things, and he would touch me. And I asked my parents, I was like, hey, it's weird, right? They're like, no, he just loves you. And they kind of just gave him the green light.
He may have been trying to tumble now that you think about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he wrestled me one time, too. He put a beating on me, 7th grade.
Wait, where did he touch you, Brosh?
My butt, my back, basically that area.
Do you want to tell him or should I, bro Sepiosh?
You do the honors.
Bro,
I was trying to come up with one. Harland Williams.
you've been molested, guy.
A little bit. I don't think I've earned that distinction, but I got fondled.
Probably even a worse word.
You think so?
Yeah. I'd probably rather get molested than fondled. What about you, bro Sepiosh?
I thought you kind of fondled JT's tit there earlier. Is that fondled?
No, that was a pat. That was like a.
Oh, okay.
I put a flex on that one. Did you
I felt that,
Did you feel the muscle come in?
Yeah, you Raquel welched me real nice, Brosh.
Is that the gal from like?
Whoa! Don't
Bond?
even say it. Don't even say wall, plexiglass, COVID wall.
Dude, why do you keep knocking me down when I try to bait
Oh,
you?
you can't. Look, I'm onto it, guy.
Give us that red meat. I'm trying to make clips out of this stuff.
You can't bait a fisherman.
Where'd you learn that?
Just now, you fucking hand creeping freak.
You're the freak, dude. You're the fucking creep of the week, dude.
I know.
I touched you once and you went ham all over my
did
body.
3. I did about 4.
You were looking for it.
I've been looking to creep on someone, and you might have figured out by now the jumbo donettes were just a little lure.
The sugar on the pill, yeah. Get us loose and feeling safe before you put it on us on camera, no less.
Holy squid bait,
But this is
bro.
a safe place.
This is a safe place.
You can fondle here. You can touch. You can let your demons out. And we don't even call them demons. We just call it being you.
Yeah. I think everybody's got their demons. I think everybody's probably been fondled.
I think everyone's been, had their boundaries kind of fucked with in a way that they probably weren't able to speak on in the moment.
Yeah.
Were you ever fondled? And if there's a place to be fondled, do you have an ideal place?
We're really going to go there, huh? Okay. Yeah, the answer is yes. Boy, oh boy. Tough to talk about, but when I was 5, my parents dressed me up for Halloween as an apple. And on the way to trick-or-treating, we went over to the local grocery store. My dad was a cruel guy. And he took me into the area of the grocery store where they have the fruits and vegetables. And I wasn't a big kid. And my dad threw me on the, they got this pile, they got the pile of apples.
Mm-hmm.
And I was laying up there for about an hour before trick-or-treat started. And I gotta say, probably about 12 to 13, maybe 18 old ladies fondled me real nice. Just the way that, the way they pick up the apples and...
Right, they're testing you out.
They were seeing if you were ripe.
Oh, yeah. Some of them sniffed me. One of the old bats bit me, the fucking old creep. Dirty old creep. Psoriasis dripping from every pore.
Oh.
Varicose veins like somebody threw a plate of spaghetti on her fucking face.
What was your dad doing the whole time?
Well, he was out in the truck. He was waiting in the truck. I mean, unbelievable, my old man. Yeah.
And he told you, don't speak when people are touching you. Just let happen what happens.
He said it's all part of the Halloween magic. Remember in Charlie Brown when they waited for the great pumpkin?
Mm-hmm.
So my dad said, just wait on the apples. And I said, what am I waiting for, Daddy? And he said, you'll feel it. You'll feel it, son. Just lay there, you little fuck.
So you didn't say, like,
Yeah.
to the old lady and say, like, hey, I'm not an apple, I'm a little boy?
Well, it was, I think it was lady 13. I was spread eagle. My stem was facing south, and I was spread eagle, and she gave me one of these, and I let go one of the most savage fucking lasagna farts you've ever smelled.
Nice.
Just blew her wig right off her head. Her gum. You ever see a dog with its gums out the window and the old bag's teeth were flopping up and down in her mouth?
That's one of the most disgusting things I've
Right?
ever heard.
Yeah. Thanks, Dad. So,
Do you get triggered when you go back to grocery stores now?
my grocery store didn't sell horse meat, but if it did, I would certainly buy some Trigger. I mean, I've heard horse meat is delicious. We don't eat it a lot here, but I would try it.
What's the most exotic animal you have eaten?
Whew. I've had caribou. I've eaten caribou. I've tried moose. I think one of my favorites, and it's hard to get, is what's that stuff? The Australian tiger. There's only, I think, 2 left in the world, and
You're gonna eat both of them?
I had one ordered up at Outback Steakhouse, and delicious. $3,000 just for a shank, but what a delight.
That does sound good.
The meat's called a shank of that.
The shank, it's like a lamb shank. But,
Right.
So
There was a steakhouse that opened in my hometown, and the gimmick was you could go in there and cook your own steak.
come on,
I swear to God.
did you do it?
No, I never went in there. It seemed
Yeah.
ridiculous.
Yeah. Why would you want to? Well, that's what they do at Korean barbecue. You ever do that?
Yeah, same idea, I guess.
Right.
But I don't like that either. I don't go to restaurants to
You don't
cook.
want to cook your own. Yeah.
I've been to, there's one, the Japanese barbecue nearby. Gayukaku. That's
Pardon
fun.
me?
Gayukaku. Have you been to Gayukaku?
No thanks. I'm straight.
Are you?
What was that?
I asked, are you?
Yeah.
I believe you. It's a hell of a look you got there.
Bro, I was waiting for you to say it.
You got some mad eye contact, brother.
I do.
No, it's great. I love it.
Can you say what he said?
Gayukaku?
What does it mean, Brosef?
I think it means, I'm not well versed in Japanese, but of the kaku.
The parrot?
Mm-hmm.
Huh. So you went there, and then what happened?
I cooked my own meat.
Gotta hurt.
There was a
did,
comedian.
yeah.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Oh no, it did.
Right in front of everybody? Or,
In front of my date.
wow.
That's kind of her thing, though.
Really? She was a nurse?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. That's commitment.
Yeah.
That's commitment.
Do you have an ideal profession you'd like your partner to work in?
Wait, I noticed you threw the word partner out there, which is, it's very ambiguous, as if
Yeah, let's say girlfriend or boyfriend.
girlfriend.
You're big on this. You really want people to know you're straight.
Yeah.
I feel that. Set the record straight.
I
Did
really
something
do.
happen?
Easy, killer. Easy. Father Pat. Reincarnate. Thought you were in Ireland, brother. He hit the road.
Yeah.
He hit the road when the shit hit the fan. But
Oh.
yeah, he was gone.
But what was your question now? It's
Oh, it's so long ago, but I think it was, do you have an ideal profession you'd like your partner to work in? Like that you think would complement you and what you do?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I would like, I would like a woman who's not, like I couldn't date someone who does what I do, like a comedian,
I feel that.
because I find it's just a little too,
Two kites battling to be higher up in the air.
yeah, or it's like, there's always people trying to do shtick or whatever, you know what I mean? So, but I like the concept of I don't know, I could go for anything, but there's something about a woman who has to dress elegantly, for her job, like get a nice business suit on and something sexy about that.
Like a mortician.
What do they wear?
I don't know.
A mortician? Wouldn't they wear like a hazmat type of costume?
I picture them in like black business outfits.
I don't think so, bro.
Bro, it might be
Raj.
different where I'm from.
I don't think morticians. You're talking about the people that like suck the gunk out of dead bodies, right?
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't. I think that's. I think that's. They probably wear something with a splash guard on it.
So you want to date someone who like works for like an S&P 500 company?
Maybe. I think there's something sexy when your lady comes home and she's in the, the tight corporate
I
skirt
do
and
love
the
that
heels.
outfit. It's no
Right?
accident that it's often in porn.
It is?
From what I hear and from what I watch,
Really?
they wear that outfit a lot.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Wait, how often do you watch this? What are you watching, guy?
Oh, the listeners know all too much about it. I watch
Really?
a lot of porn.
You do?
If I'm not keeping, I should not, so I try not to, but
And they wear the business outfit.
often, yeah,
So you like the business outfit too, then?
I do.
You just said I do.
How many times?
Like, no, the way you said it was almost as if we were at the altar.
That's my level of commitment to every question that gets posed to me. I'm taking it with that level of seriousness.
You're like, I do.
I'm married to this idea.
Do you know Yoda can never get married? Because, well, he speaks backwards.
Oh.
And he can never, like, they go, do you take this woman to be your lawful wedded wife? And he's like, do I? He can never
Wow.
lock it in. Yeah.
And she's like, no, Yoda, you have to say I do.
Do I?
And then
Do
she
you?
thinks he's fucking with him.
Do you?
Do I what?
Do you take this woman?
Do I?
No, Yoda, if we're going to get married, you have to say I do.
Honey, do you take me to be your lawfully wedded wife?
Do I?
Can you stop? All of our friends and family are here. Just say I do.
Try I am. Not I can't.
Okay, do you take...
Meat he cooked.
You said you wanted the full experience.
Wait, where are we now?
You said you wanted the kaku.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Kaku is Japanese for burnt penis.
Oh, it is?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, damn, yeah. Lucky it's not a sushi joint.
Because you'd have to eat it raw.
Yeah, with the foreskin on.
You're not a fan of that?
No, God, no.
That's funny. We talked about that in our last podcast because our buddy's having a kid, and I'm pro not circumcising. I look at it as, you know, and I'm not judging anyone who does it.
Yeah.
I'm circumcised, but I think it's better to not circumcise.
How come though? Here we go.
Because I think it's just
Here we go.
it's natural, and I think it's like weird to kind of inflict pain on the baby, and it seems like a choice that someone should make for themselves. And I think that the concerns over like the cleanliness of it are kind of overstated.
That would be interesting if the baby could make the choice for himself. You know, they got him there, and the little bald-headed freak just goes, would you not cut the tip of my cock off, please?
I feel like that's what he would say if he could talk. Like if it was Look Who's Talking, that's in the deleted scene.
It
For
is?
Look Who's Talking. The kid's like, yo, get the fuck away from my dick, doc.
Is it really?
Bruce Willis was bringing it with a little
Oh,
more of
wow.
like an urban accent in that part.
Wow.
What if the little baby was confronted with 2 photos? He's like, if you go through with this is what it'll look like in the future, and if you don't, do you think he'd reconsider? He'd be like, oh, dude, give me that helmet. You know?
Yeah, right. Give me that.
Because if I were a baby and I was like, you're either gonna have the hood or the helmet, I'd be like, dude, put me in, fire chief. You know, just give me that helmet.
So you mean cut it?
If I were a kid and I saw like the 2 options, and I'm like, it's like they're like, you're gonna be in the locker room with either this or that, and I'd be like, fucking
So you think objectively the circumcised one is more attractive?
yeah.
I just wonder if that's because that's just what we're used to. Because I didn't see an uncircumcised one until I was like 13, so it was jarring to me in the moment. But maybe if I was conditioned on those, I would have found them just as aesthetically appealing.
I don't know. When I saw my first circumcised cock, I was like, that's the
look.
one.
That's the look.
that right?
And I pride myself on aesthetics, as you know.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, I mean, I cook penis, and I don't wear socks. And, you know, I wear female socks, apparently.
Yeah, well, I'm not judging Brosh, but, you know, they are what they are.
Well, what do you think about the circumcised thing?
Well, I think if I was a baby and I could come back and, you know, think about it. One of the first things you do, when do they do it? At the 3-month mark or something?
Days. It's days.
Within days. So in that scenario, if I could go back and know it was coming as a baby, I'd tell Doc Ock, I'd say, like, let's hold on to my umbilical cord, right? Let's keep it attached to the old second a-hole. And I'll tell you what, when that priest went to cut my anteater off, I would get that, you know how you ever whack
Whip
a
it
guy
like
with a towel?
lasso.
Yeah, I would whip that priest right in the fucking forehead until it carved a swastika on his fucking Charday and a
Whoa.
666 across his Tom Selleck. I mean, I would fucking ginger snap that whore.
You'd reverse the branding and put him on a different
Gross,
trajectory.
if I'd get my umbilical cord and whip that thing around like Cher on a Saturday night in Donny Osmond's bedroom with fucking green jello dripping out of her trousers.
And then Father Donnie's back at the monastery.
I didn't know that's how they got down. That's awesome.
I'm just guessing, bro.
Dude, I think your guess is correct.
And then Father Donnie's back at the monastery, and he's like, he's got to explain what happened to him.
Wait, what?
The guy that you put the lashing on,
Right.
he's got to go back to work.
Right, he's got to go back with the umbilical burn on his face. Yeah, right in the middle of the Charday. And
You think people are buying that story?
what choice do they have? He's religious. I mean, you show up to the next priest powwow and you got a swastika and a 666 going down. Fucking Father Peruse is ready to rock and roll.
Do you think if people
He's
see
the
that,
edgy one.
Yeah,
if people see that, they're like, how'd that happen? He's like, a freaking baby brosh.
right. Baby Brosh, FBI.
Freaking
Yeah.
baby brosh is
Little
with my
demon
ass.
baby took it
Oh,
to
yeah,
me. He's
yeah.
got the heart of Lucifer in
I
him.
tried to cut his cock.
But you deserve it, right? You're coming after a newborn infant to remove his most intimate part of his most intimate area.
His favorite instrument.
You deserve to get a lashing. you know?
Absolutely.
That's called self-defense.
It's like breaking the neck off a guitar, like right after you gift it to someone.
Bingo, baby. Like baby's gotta fight back if we're learning anything here today. Baby's gotta Would you say flex up?
I think so.
And it's tough when you can't even close your fingers yet. But, you know, baby's got to learn to flex up.
Actually, they can't see either.
Whoa.
They can't see.
Yeah.
And all you know is someone's cutting your
So you're anti then.
anti. Yeah.
Let's go.
So when do you think Donny Osmond started putting green jello in his trousers?
I don't know, man. I don't know where that. I think I got possessed for a second.
Oh,
there.
yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't know that?
I don't know how that even where that came from.
I thought it was poetic.
You got a show on Nickelodeon, right?
No.
Disney Junior?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Puppies and... I'm sorry.
It's a puppy show. Yeah.
What does that mean to be a puppy show?
What does it mean?
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's like a little animation thing for kids, puppy dog pals, and it's like the adventures of these two little pugs, and they go all over the place, and you know, they're just little puppies, and they're figuring out the world. They're seeing it with their giant puppy Disney eyes for the first time.
Oh, that's lovely.
Yeah, and they go everywhere from Africa to Egypt to they go everywhere, underwater and space. They've been everywhere.
And so what's like the mission statement with the show? You're trying to like show kids like the benefit of travel and adventure. And
That's part of it. That was kind of subliminally what I wanted to put into it. But really it's to show them on adventures all over the world, helping, sharing, being kind, you know, that kind of
instill
stuff.
some good values in these.
Oh yeah, it's all about good values.
I love that.
Yeah, we're in our 5th season. Can you believe it?
That's fucking great.
Do you do the voices?
I do the voice of so there's 2 puppies, Bingo and Rolly, and then their owner is Bob, and I do the voice of Bob,
Oh, that's cool.
their owner. So yeah, it's a delight, man. This show's in, I think they told me 135 countries all over the world.
Really?
Yeah.
It's on Disney Plus?
It's on Disney Plus. It's on Disney Junior. It's on Disney, just on Disney proper, and.
That's cool.
And somebody sent me a link for the theme song, because in the theme song, my character has one line. My character Bob goes, "See you later, pups." And somebody sent me the link, and to see it in like all these different languages, it was hilarious.
That's cool.
But yeah, no, it's very gratifying, and It's really the real interesting thing that came out of it that I didn't see coming is many people with autistic children have written to me on my fan page, and they tell me, they go, our child doesn't talk, our child doesn't look at us, we can't connect with our child, and I can't tell you how many people have written to me and said, through your show. Because we have a song in every show, we have an animated song, we have an animated title sequence. For some reason, that show has, I don't know if this happens with all autistic kids, but with my show in particular, people have written me and said the show has brought their kids to life. Their kids talk to them or sing to them or they connect with them, you know? And I'm not saying it's fluent, they have a full-on, but something that wasn't there before is now happening between them and their autistic child because of the show.
Wow.
And boy, oh boy, was that ever, that was very, very gratifying. That might have been the most satisfying thing of the whole journey, because these letters I get are very emotional, and they're very, you know, imagine your kid, you have a beautiful kid, circumcised or uncircumcised, and you're not really able to connect with that thing you created, and then suddenly you have this portal that sort of opens, and it's just it was a wonderful surprise. Outside of all the other good I feel the show does, that was really the pinnacle of my enjoyment from it.
How did the idea for the show come about? Did you just want to do a kids show, or did you just have this idea and you're like, oh, this would be great? Like, how does that come about?
Well, you know, I always studied animation in college.
Right, your roommate was he's a big animator, right?
Yes, well, both my roommates are big one of them's a French Canadian guy, Reg Bordage, and he's worked on every giant animated movie that you've seen since the 80s, like from Aladdin to Lion King to Toy Story to, I mean, if you go if you watch Toy Story 3, I'm the only one laughing at this, but Canal Reeves or whatever his name is, he plays the motorcycle doll.
Right. Yeah.
And in the movie, I think his name's Regine. And it's a very odd name, but it's a French-Canadian name, and that's my roommate's name, Regine Bordage.
Mm-hmm.
And so they used Reg's name in the movie. So when I went to see that movie, I was kind of the only one on the inside joke. I was howling. But then my other roommate, Steve Williams, he created the T-Rex in Jurassic Park and the Liquid Terminator and all these.
Yeah,
iconic.
the T2.
T2.
That silver liquid.
He didn't just create it. He developed the technology for this
Wow.
stuff. Like Jurassic Park originally was going to be animatronics, like they had already actually made life-size velociraptors out of foam and latex and all this stuff. And Steve worked at ILM and he said, why don't we do this in CGI? And this was at the advent of CGI where they didn't really know this stuff and understand it. And they said, no, absolutely not. It doesn't work. It's not possible. And so on his own time, Steve animated in CGI the skeletal structure of the T-Rex. And he made it walk on a it's called a cycle. So it kind of just kept doing the same walk cycle over and over. And he knew there was going to be a big meeting of all the higher execs from Spielberg's company that week. And so he'd already been told not to even try it. So he did it on his own time. So at the meeting, he put it up on his monitor in his office where the meeting was taking place, and he just let it run.
Really?
And about 4 minutes into the meeting, one of the top executives said, what the hell is that thing? And he said, that I animated the T, and she took it up to Spielberg, and they said stop the presses. At that
Wow.
moment, they switched gears from the old style like foam, and that was the kind of the beginning of CGI animation.
That's amazing.
It's pretty amazing.
Incredible.
So my roommates are like, these guys, they're insane.
Did you know they were like wizards like that when you first met them, or were you as surprised as like Spielberg and stuff that they were capable of this?
Well, it was funny because I knew they were both talented guys, and we had a riot in college, believe me. But Steve, on the weekends, he would go to this place, some community college or something, and he would do computer animation before computer animation was a thing, and he'd come back at the end of the weekend and he'd go, hey, watch this, and he'd put in a VHS tape, and it would be circles, orange, green, yellow, blue. They just kind of pop, and we'd be like, so? And he goes, those are digital. I made those on a computer. And we were like, okay, whatever. Like, it didn't register with us what he was starting, you know? And then when we graduated, he went to work for this technology company in Toronto, and I went in to see him, and the first time I went to see him, he goes, Har, look at this. And he showed me like kind of this rippling water. And I go, okay. And he goes, yeah, that's CGI. And I said, yeah, it looks kind of computery. And then I went in like 5 months later, and he showed me a slug, like a garden slug crawling. And he said, I was like, okay. And then the third time I went in, he said, look at this. And it was a hummingbird. And I said, oh, where did you film that? And he goes, I didn't film it. I created it in the computer. And that's when I went, wait, that's not real? And he said, no, I made that. And so after that, he got picked up at ILM, Lucas's special effects company, and did the whole T-Rex thing, man. So
That's great. That's like evolution. It went from like
Yeah.
single cell to like complicated animals.
it was unbelievable. And you know, to take it from a slug to a T-Rex. And then me and Reg went up to visit him at ILM at one point, and we didn't know what he was up to. A lot of these places, like Reg now works at Pixar, and they're not allowed to talk about what they're
Right.
doing. So he said, he snuck us in. He goes, guys, look at this. It's going to change the world. And we're like, what are you talking about? And he showed us the scene Remember when the T-Rex is running and they're looking in the side mirror and it says objects may appear bigger? He showed us that scene and we were just like, what's happening here? So it's this was like probably a year and a half before the movie came out.
Really?
Yeah. So anyways, the idea for Puppy Dog Pals.
That's a great story.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. Well, it came from, I had 2 puppies. And this was back in the 90s. I had 2 little puppies, and I was running around town going to meetings and auditions and everything. And so I had to put these 2 puppies in this kind of big room I had. And like, it was more like a laundry room, but it wasn't confining. It was a good size. And when I'd put them in there, I'd put newspaper down. This was in the days when we had newspapers, right? And just out loud as a goof, I'd say, now, don't forget to do your business there, boys, meaning peeing on the newspaper. But then I'd be driving to my meetings and I'd be thinking, what if my puppies thought, don't forget to do your business meant reading the headline on the paper, like boat missing in the Bermuda Triangle or Bigfoot spotted in. What if they thought business meant to solve the headline?
Oh, interesting.
So they thought, well, I was gone because dogs want to make their master happy. Well, I'm away at work. They go off and solve the headline. And by the time I get home, they've solved it.
I love that.
And so that was the pitch for the meeting when I took it into Disney. And that's, by the time we got it up and running, 15 years later, newspapers have been kind of phased out, so now we just have it, they overhear things or there's something on the TV or,
It took 15 years?
Well, I pitched it way back then, and then it kind of, nobody wanted it, and then it just kind of sat in my pile of ideas. And then I got this new manager, and he said, let's go out. I set up a meeting at Disney, and this was like, 15 years later, maybe more almost, And it was a really funny meeting because, we went in and I sat down with the executive and they said, do you have any ideas? And I said, yeah, I do. I got like 3 or 4. And I pitched like all these different cartoons. And they're like, great to see you, Harland. Thanks for coming in. And so I got up to leave. I was literally halfway up out of my chair and the lady goes, do you have anything else? I don't even know why she asked me that. But she goes, you got anything else? And I go, my wheels started spinning and I went, well, I got that one that I pitched years ago. So I sat down and I go, yeah, I got this thing called the Puppy Dog Papers. And I told her real quick about the dogs and peeing and solving and they said, oh, that's interesting. And then like 3 days later, they phoned and said, that's the one. We want to go with it. So it's a funny town how things work here in Hollywood.
Yeah.
It's insane.
Right?
But a good happy ending to it.
A good happy ending. 5 years later, we did five seasons, and it's like their top show, and kids love it, and
That's awesome.
what a treat.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
And you've been in a lot of movies, like some iconic movies too.
Yeah, bro.
Is there an experience that's your favorite sort of acting experience?
Go
From
easy
all
on the
those?
cactus cooler.
Dude, yeah, that was
I
a good
know,
swig.
bro. I had that was a long, that's the longest.
That's true. You were spitting for a while.
Like I dumped a lot of words. Like if I felt like that old like conjunction, junction. What's your function? Building up words and phrases and clauses like. And I feel like I just barfed out like a couple of conjunction junctions, bro.
It came out perfect, brother.
It did?
You put it down, that train's on the tracks, and it's running smooth.
Well, ride a lawnmower over my face and call me Donnie Sizzlegrass.
But just to Chad's cue.
Oh, yeah. What was...
Well, I guess, like, do you have a favorite acting experience?
Yes.
Yeah.
My favorite acting experiences with no disrespect to younger actors. But when I personally, and I'm not considering myself an amazing actor, but a guy like me got the opportunity to work with some amazing actors. Mm-hmm. Believe it or not, I got to work with Richard Dreyfuss. I got to work with Dustin Hoffman. I got to work with Bruce Willis. I got to work with James Caan, people like this.
Yeah.
And my favorite acting experiences were when I got into a scene with these people who were classically trained actors, more or less, especially like Hoffman and anyone who was older, who had come from the old school method of learning to act, where I think they really knew how to, I don't know.
They had an intense focus.
Yeah,
right?
they knew how to do the Brando thing. You know what I mean? Like that. In my opinion, they went to another plane. And so I've acted with hundreds of different people who are all great actors. But when I got locked in with some of these older guys, you could just feel and sense and see like new switches go off.
Right.
And when I got in with them, looking in their eyes, I almost felt like a cone came over us and everything disappeared. You're just like, you're transfixed, and it's the most beautiful, clean, pure acting I've ever done, just from an acting point of view.
Right.
Like all the acting I've done, I've loved, and it's great and it's fun, but with these older guys, there's this different level you go up to. You know, it's like surfing. If you catch a 4-foot wave, or you catch a 40-foot wave. It's a different rip curl, bro. And so,
do you think? I'm thinking about this lately. Do you think those actors also pull out, like they did in you? It sounds like that focus. They're able to pull out better performances in their scene partners because it's like they transport everyone in the scene with them.
Yeah, and it's without trying, like because I think what the difference is, you that moment with them, for me, and I'm just speaking for me, it became real. It became, because they were so real. If I was playing a security guard or I was playing a doctor or whatever I'm playing, I simply just felt like I was inhabiting that being. You know, it's just beautiful. I wish I could have done it more, you know. Was
Hoffman still doing the, like, because he's known for being intensely method and has like that famous interaction with Laurence Olivier where he's like, have you ever tried acting? Was he still in that method intensity when you worked with them?
Yeah, I did a movie called Wag the Dog.
That's
with him.
One of my favorite movies. David Mamet's script too.
Yeah,
so
that's
you know
right.
that thing bangs.
Oh yeah, it was intense. David Mamet, and then
Barry Levinson.
Barry Levinson directed, and then my scene was with Dustin and De Niro and Kristen Dunst. We were all kind of in a circle almost.
The soundstage where she's pretending like she's...
That's right.
It's great.
That's right. And I wasn't in the movie for long, but all my stuff was with Dustin. And I was so entranced with the guy. I was doing my scene, and then Levinson yelled, cut. And then Dustin was standing there, and he goes, okay, when we do it again, what you try this, and I'll say that, and you do this. And he had this whole kind of laundry list of little adjustments. And I just went, okay, yes, sir, Mr. Hoffman. And again, I was in awe of this guy, right? Of course. One of the most iconic actors, Academy Award winning. So Levinson yells, action. We do the scene again. All right, cut. And Dustin looks at me and goes, why didn't you do anything I said? And I was very honest. I said, Mr. Hoffman, I'll be totally honest. I'm so in awe of being here with you. I didn't hear a word you said. And he just looks at me and goes, okay, well, we'll do it this time. And it's true. It's like he was talking and I was just in such a zone. I couldn't retain anything he said.
Yeah.
And I felt like a complete ass, but I didn't want to lie to him. So
Jesus Christ.
My God, is that my dad?
Worst possible move.
Oh my God, Father.
Sorry, I'll edit that out. Keep going.
Oh my God, Father wants me home to make gourds.
So you're watching Dustin Hoffman. You're not catching what he's saying.
Yeah, and I blew it, but it was just, he was very patient. He goes, okay, do it next time, and it was amazing. But I can't tell you whether he was still in that kind of, I don't know what level. I just think he's always at that level, you know, of intensity and greatness, you know.
So do you think it's that these actors are able to sort of fully immerse themselves in the character, like they're able to transcend, you know, like themselves into the character? Is that what it is, or is it just pure technique and experience? I'd
have to be them to know, but I think it's a combination of both, right? I think that's what I appreciate. You know, I always used to think, oh, you can't teach acting, and I don't think you. I think you got to already have it, and then if someone teaches on top of what you already have,
Yeah.
I don't know that just everyone can be an actor.
Right.
Or everyone can be anything. I think if you're born with a gift and then someone can come in and enhance it and help you bring it to another, I think that's what those guys and girls like Meryl Streep, they possess that very special and very rare trait. And it's beautiful.
I think it's almost like teachers, and same with like stand-up. It's like they guide you to your talent. You know what I mean? It's like you're sort of, like you always talk about, it's like a marble block and you're like just chipping away. I think I like, because when I, with acting and stuff, I think it's just through experience that you just need to keep doing it. And with stand up, you just need to keep doing it until you just do it and do it and until you find it. Yeah. Where you find it within you. Yeah. That's what you got to do. That's sort of how I view it. Yeah. It's basically what you were saying.
There's like, that, I don't put a cage around anything creative like that. Right. What you just said is 100% legit. Yeah. But if I see a guy eating a zebra femur on Melrose Boulevard and suddenly he delivers an Oscar-worthy performance and he doesn't give a flying crap about, then to me that's just as legit because that's art. Like I don't think any amount of training or any amount of wrangling can define pure and great art. So I'm willing to accept art coming from anywhere and anything, and if it's beautiful and it works, That's cool.
And there's different ways up the mountaintop.
Yeah, that's right.
What was De Niro's personality like off camera? Because he's kind of renowned for being sort of like very like not energized off camera, right? Like not the charismatic guy that you see on camera all the time. He's kind of like it's like a flat affect or something.
Well,
like
he
that.
was pretty chill, but I didn't have any direct scenes with, like, he was in one of my, or I was in one of his scenes, I should say, but we didn't have dialogue together, but he was right there in the scene as a presence and visible in the scene, but all my dialogue, but he was just sort of quiet, and he just, after his takes, he'd just go sit down in his chair or disappear, but I didn't go out and hang with him, or I didn't say one word to him, to be honest. Nice. I didn't want to. I'm one of those guys that I'm like, if that superstar wants to talk to little old me, he can, but I ain't going to get in his face. So.
I understand that. Yeah. Do you want to answer some questions? I'm going to use the restroom. Do we want to answer some questions?
Well, in the restroom?
No, I'm going to use the restroom, come back, and then we'll answer listeners' questions.
Friend of yours, Brosh?
Yeah, good friend. Yeah.
Thank you.
He reads them from the bathroom. Yeah.
We got to go.
Yeah.
What are you afraid of?
Just, it's tight. It's echoey.
It's the quarters.
I think part of the podcast is we're trying to get you used to dudes.
Our level of intimacy.
Oh, to dudes.
That's why you're in the middle.
Yeah, okay.
But I hear what you're saying on tight quarters. I remember when Maguire and Canseco were accused of shooting each other up with steroids, and one of their teammates said, "It's hard for me to picture both those Clydesdales in the same stall."
Whoa, I like that.
It was a good rebuttal. Turned out they were doing it, though.
They were steroiding up?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Which is okay. I mean,
Look at the results.
It's not okay, but right. It provided a lot of entertainment. It's an interesting debate.
Yeah. Are you going to roid up in the bathroom?
Don't do that anymore. Did a cycle when I was 18. Never felt better, but it's just not good long term for the ligaments.
Friend of yours, Brosh?
Yeah, he was a beast.
Everything I'm saying, I feel like is straight down the barrel, and you're turning it around like I'm coming at you sideways.
No, I was just checking if there was a perpendicular twist to your octagon flow, Brosephiash.
Well, I think we can fit a couple trapezoids in there and sit pretty.
Suck my trilobite.
Whoa.
I got a terabyte of something for you.
No thanks, I'm straight.
So you keep saying. I'm not buying it. All right, I'm going to bed. I'll be back. Don't talk shit on me while I'm gone, dude.
So I know you brought these to...
Oh, yeah, the Dons. The Donettes.
Yeah, what would you do if
I would love it if you cracked one, bro. It's like my experience here has been so good that I was going to take them home with me, but I want you to have them.
We've earned them?
You've earned them. You earned them in the first 2 minutes.
Oh, dude.
You donned it out, bro. You jumbo donned it.
Dude, I want to try the strawberry, actually.
You want to glaze it out?
If I may, yeah.
Glaze it, bro. Glaze it. Don't praise it. That's what I always say.
You dog.
Can I open these donuts?
Oh, dude. It'd be my pleasure.
Do you want a donut, brosh?
I'd love one, yeah. I may go to Arby's after this too.
Wow. We'll see you at the ER after that, too. Donettes with Arby's for dessert. Brosh. They call it the last day on earth. How's the glazing, bro?
Dude, delish.
Glaze it up.
The strawberry? Wow. Yeah.
How's your chew? You got a good chew? Oh, you got a pretty good chew.
Yeah, you like it? I'm kind of playing it up because I'm with you. And,
Really? That's not your natural chew?
Well, everyone knows how good of a chewer you are, and I got a little embarrassed. I'm a little bit more kind of low key.
Yo, you're quiet.
Yeah, the California chew they call it.
How's your chew, Brosh?
Terrible.
You're like silent chewer. Mm-hmm. I can't even hear you.
Oh,
I've been doing sound for a long time.
Harlan, we got a huge question for you. This is an ongoing debate in the podcast.
Yeah.
In-N-Out or Five Guys?
In and out.
Why?
I thought I knew you.
Uh-oh, did I hit a bad spot? Oh, no. Well, because In and Out sounds like a really fun heterosexual sex act. Mm-hmm. And Five Guys sounds like I'm about to get on a gay boat cruise.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go In and Out.
Fair point.
Dude, your mind is always there. I love it.
Yeah. I don't need no curly fries in the straight bin. You know what I mean?
You got your guard up.
Oh, my God. Are you okay?
Is Harlan defending his sexuality again?
Yeah.
No, I was defending
No one-
fast food.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, we're
Yeah.
doing the Five Guys In and Out thing?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
already did it.
Yeah.
How'd it go?
I think it went really, really well.
I mean, I think, he has a pretty
The fries are
solid argument.
the fries are trash though, right?
In and Out fries? Yeah.
Thank you.
They go
What? No, dude.
In and Out.
Aaron, you do not pry like that.
In and Out fries go cold faster than any fries you've ever had. Like they go cold almost as soon as they put them out the window.
Yeah.
And then once they're cold, they taste like you're eating a foam cup.
Yeah. 100%.
But Five Guys, I'm going to give you Five Guys has better fries for sure.
Thank you.
Love their fries.
Chad, do you want to tap me into the Patreon questions?
Uh-oh.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, brother. I should have.
Let's
You
see.
can't chew like that on the.
We've been doing it.
Yeah.
What?
We had a chew off, bro.
What?
Well, you were over there dropping the brown trout into Creamy River.
I just took a one. I was peeing.
That's not what we smell or heard.
No, that's a fib. You tell these people the truth.
No.
What up, Staney?
That's crazy, man. You gonna
That is
frame
crazy,
me?
yeah. Ever hear porcelain crack in the middle of the night? Will.
What's up, guys? I'm interrupting this podcast to let you know once again we got Patreon app, bonus episodes each week, classic Chad JT episodes. If you want to check it out, go to patreon.com/ChadGoesDeep. We also have tour dates coming up. I'm talking Tempe, Arizona, Texas, Washington, D.C., and more dates coming up. Check those out at chadandjt.com. We're also brought to you by the legends at Manscaped. Manscaped, thank you so much for keeping our trims peeled, for looking after our hogs, for making sure that our dinks are looking fresh and clean, because these dudes are making sure that your pubes are looking fresh. You guys, you have pubes. You have a dick or a vagina, and you want to make sure that it looks fresh. And also with these amazing trimmers, check this out. This is the Weed Whacker ear and nose hair trimmer, okay? I have nose hairs. I didn't even notice I had nose hairs until people were like, dude, your nose hairs are way out of whack. And that's why I applied this, stuck it up my nose. Now they're gone. And I only have to do it once a month. And I look so fresh. And this is so worth it. So get on the train ASAP. We also have, guys, it's Testicular Cancer Awareness Month. And Manscaped partnered with these dudes to make sure that your balls are feeling supported and protected and healthy. They have these dank We Saved Balls t-shirts. They also have this extra sick Lawnmower 4.0 TCS Special Edition. It's a purple trimmer. Looks so good on your nuts, and it looks so good near your nuts, and you're helping to support testicular cancer awareness, and that is what up. It's a special edition trimmer. There's only 10,000 units in existence, so get on that now, guys, because you're going to want to see this trimmer. We're going to show a photo of it here. And hell yeah. And also, with the launch of this new trimmer, Manscaped will be donating $50,000 to a longtime partner, the Testicular Cancer Society, to help those impacted by testicular cancer. So, get this new epic trimmer at manscaped.com to help raise awareness for testicular cancer and have a dank purple trimmer so that when you trim your pubes, you're going to look sick. Get 20% off plus free shipping with the code GODEEP at manscaped.com. That's 20% off plus free shipping with the code GODEEP at manscaped.com. Your balls will thank you. We are also brought to you by the legends at Titan Investments, a brand new sponsor. These guys are legit. Guys, if you want to level up your financial game, if you want to make sure that your finances are in check and you're benefiting the most, getting some good investments, making sure that you're, in the green, just maximizing your dough in like a fun, easy way, check out Titan Investments. I signed up with them. I'm making investments. It's super easy to use. I don't know anything about finance. You can tell right now. I don't know what words to use. I'm trying to maximize my profit margins, I think. But that's why I have Titan coming in to help me out with all of that. Because for someone as financially illiterate as me, that's why I have dudes like Titan. So that's why you should get on this train right now. You got to check out Titan. With Titan, you have a personal investment team that researches and invests for you so you can aim to outperform the market while giving you a courtside seat to become a smarter investor along the way. And you get access to strategies similar to those in the 1% without having to be like ultra wealthy and all that kind of stuff. And all it takes is $100 to get started. So Titan aims to grow your investments at least 15% annually net of fees, which could mean doubling your net wealth, your wealth every 5 years. That's what's up. So check out Titan if you want to aim to become the smartest, wealthiest investor you've ever been. So head to titan.com/godeep to get $50 when you invest with Titan. You must go to this URL or you will not get that $50 and they won't know that we sent you. So that's $50 when you go to titan.com/godeep and invest with Titan. If you are invested with Titan, this is a sponsored podcast ad. I am a client of Titan and invested in the crypto portfolio. So what up? Also, yeah. All right. Finally, we're brought to you by the legends at Helix Sleep. Guys, if you want to level up your sleep game, these are literally the best mattresses in the game. I had a really sick mattress before, and then Helix came in. They're like, we're going to send you a mattress. And I was like, all right, fine. I took the quiz, their 2-minute quiz. Mattress came and I was apprehensive. I was like, I like my mattress, but I moved to a new place. I'm gonna try the Helix mattress. I tried it. Best sleep of my life. I swear to God, it's soft and firm, like the perfect mix. It's incredible. And their sleep quiz just takes 2 minutes. It's gonna match you to your perfect mattress. They have soft, medium, firm. Mattress is great for cooling if you sleep hot, and mattress is great for spinal alignment. That's super crucial and important. So if you're looking for a mattress, you take that quiz, you order the mattress that you match to, and then the mattress comes right to your door, shipped for free. Helix was awarded the #1 best overall mattress pick of 2020 by GQ and Wired Magazine. They are legit. Go to helixsleep.com/godeep. And they have a 10-year warranty, and you get to try it out for 100 nights risk-free. So Helix is offering up to $200 off all mattress orders and 2 free pillows for our listeners at helixsleep.com/godeep. That's up to $200 off all mattress orders and 2 free pillows at helixsleep.com/godeep. All right, let's go back to the show.
That's so uncalled for.
I know.
You know I was being.
Here,
You
there-
saw me chugging coffee.
I don't know.
If you just scroll down, they're just...
As they go.
yeah.
Sweet. Sup, bros? First time writing in after smashing the Patreon subscription. Anyways, Canadian listener living on the East Coast. There's not much to do here, but it's pretty chill. Recently, I've been thinking about what else is out there since we get wind, rain, and snow nonstop, and for half the year it leaves me completely bummed out. I know if I moved somewhere nicer, I'd be much more stoked all the time, but is it worth leaving my bros and my family? Thanks, guys. I love you.
Wait, this is a Canadian guy? Mm-hmm. On the East Coast?
And he wants to move somewhere sunnier, but he doesn't want to ditch his fam.
Wow.
That's what you did basically, right?
Yeah, I got out. I was in Canada. I was on the East Coast. Not the East Coast. I was like Toronto, which is the East. Mm-hmm. But he sounds like he's a maritimer. And one thing a maritimer always has to remember, if you move away from the East Coast, you're not going to be able to go jigging for squid now, bye. And if you're an East Coaster, you got to wake up in the morning and go jigging for squid there, bye. And you're not going to be jigging for squid by here in fucking Santa Monica. So, that's my answer. What do you got?
I think you got to move, brother. You'll still see your family, and they'll have a cool place to come visit you at. So yeah, go somewhere that's going to make you happy if the weather's having that much of an impact on your stoke. I would go somewhere that's, I'm a prisoner of my own experience, but I feel free here. Like, the sun is lovely, and the beach is awesome, and I get a lot of joy from the good weather. No disrespect to places that don't have those options, but it does a lot for me. So I would make the move.
Yeah, I think it's time to expand your experience. You know, I think you gotta move to new places. You gotta meet new people. You know, it's fun to have your friends from growing up and all that kind of stuff, but you gotta expand. You gotta meet new people, and you'll find and experience different parts of yourself and all that kind of stuff. You know, maybe you'll come on this podcast and like Harland.
Yeah, man.
I don't know where I was going with that.
Yeah. Bring him on.
It could happen.
Bring him. You never know.
It's not going to happen if you stay where you're at.
Dude,
stay where you are. Yeah.
Yeah.
Got to come here to be on it.
Drink Cactus Cooler with the boys.
Mm-hmm. Man up, brosh.
Hey, Council. Just wanted to say that listening to you dudes fires me up without fail. I love the sage wisdom you guys consistently provide. I know that you guys are in great shape, and I've been struggling to get back in the gym. I used to go to the Church of Iron all the time and loved it. I've been pretty depressed and tired with where I'm at in life, and that makes things hard. For context, I am 25 and am pursuing my bachelor's degree. I went to culinary school when I was 19 and worked as a chef until recently. I thought that getting my bachelor's degree would help me achieve a happier existence, but I'm struggling with my mental health in all honesty. I know that if I get back in the gym, my mental health will improve, but I can't bring myself to get back there. I have to work out almost every day that I'm not in school to afford to live, and I want to get back into the gym. Any advice would be greatly appreciated. Keep up the stoke. I brought up the chef part because the only reason I'm not fat is because of my knowledge of nutrition. I'm not in great shape, but I'm not fat. Any insight is a huge help. Well, man, it sounds like, the principal issue here is that you're not feeling good, that you're feeling depressed. And there's different ways to get better on that, but I definitely think the gym is a huge one for me. In terms of motivation, I think if it's not too much of a strain on the wallet, I would join a gym where you're with other people, because that accountability and that connection makes it a lot easier. Like, I always work out a lot harder and faster and with more intensity when I'm with the dogs. So I would try to get your buddies on board and see if you can get them to do it. And then just another thing I do is I just tell myself I'm just going to do a little bit. Just tell you, if you think about the whole workout, you'll overwhelm yourself and you won't do it, for me at least. But if I just do a little bit, I'm like, I'm just going to do one set. Then after you're done with that, say like, okay, I'll do two. And then pretty soon you've done a whole workout. So make it smaller in your head maybe as well.
Yeah. Well, don't they say that working out like releases all the endorphins and all that stuff, and it actually affects your chemical balance, even when it comes to depression and stuff. So sounds like you're saying you can't get to the gym, but try and like put it into that extra gear and get yourself to the gym. Because like you said, once you start, it just kind of...
It's a momentum thing.
Yeah. So don't fall back on the old, I can't. If you want to do something and you make time for it, you can. It may be a little extra work, maybe a little extra effort, but push through, and that working out will be good for clearing up your depression, I'm sure.
Yeah, because that voice is a liar. It's saying I can't do this,
Right.
but it's just a voice. It's just a bad friend.
Well, it's like if you woke up every day and say, oh, I want to eat, but I can't eat. And then you didn't eat, you die. But you eat every day because you have to. And so look at this as that type of thing where if I don't exercise, I'm not going to feel good. I'm not going to help battle my depression or whatever. So...
Yeah, and I think too, whenever I'm sort of faced with like a daunting kind of task like that, or like building, I think it's a lot with working out, it's like building a habit, and you just gotta think, if I just stay consistent with it, for a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and start small. You're going to start building that habit, by the time you get to like 30 days. I sort of equate it to like, I quit vaping recently. And in my mind, it's like the first like week sucks, but like if you just have in your mind, I've just had in my mind, if I make it to 30 days, I'll lose that habit, the nicotine habit that I had. And so I think if you just have that goal in your mind and you sort of, once you get closer to that, it'll become unconscious and you'll, just be in the gym.
You quit vaping?
Yeah. 2 weeks. 2 weeks today.
Awesome.
Let's go. You got this, dog. Just keep pushing. All right, last question. Girlfriend living situation cue for the boys. This one's a little long. What up, bros? Love the pod. You guys are awesome. Keep it up, and please keep this on. So I've been seeing this girl for a little over a year, and we were both super stoked on each other. This coming summer, we are both going to be living in our college town. We were both originally from the other side of the country. I had known I was staying this summer for a while now, whereas she had been on the fence about staying for work-related reasons, but was seriously trying to stay this summer. I found out recently through overhearing her conversation with her friend that she was officially going to be staying this summer and subletting with her current girl roommate in their 5-guy best friend's house. Apparently they had finalized the plans 2 to 3 weeks ago, but this was the first I had heard of it. Needless to say, I was shocked that she hadn't said anything to me and that I had to find out by overhearing her side conversation with a friend and that she would be living with guys. These guys are supposedly her girl group's best friends and strictly platonic, and she did very sincerely apologize for not letting me know when she had made her decision. She is a busy person, so said it slipped her mind and that she assumed I knew she was staying this summer because she'd been clear from the start she was hoping to find a job and stay. I believe her on that front because we were both very open with each other and the other's go-to person for telling big and small news. And she reiterated that in our talk about this. The thing I'm still stuck on is living with her guy friends. There is another girl in the house and she's not giving me any reason not to trust her, but I really do not know any of these guys. We have talked about this entire sitch and she explained her rationale by saying she did not want to live in my house. I live with 11 other guys because she wanted to respect my autonomy and did not want to intrude on my guy time. I might need and simply is not as good of a group of friends with my roommates as she is with the guys she is living with this summer. The living situation is set in stone and I am still unsure of how comfortable I am with her living with guys. I don't really know despite her being good friends. I'm not sure if I'm being irrational or not hearing my uncomfort with the situation. We really appreciate y'all's thoughts and advice.
So his girlfriend, this is his girlfriend?
Is going to be living in the same town, but rather than living with him and his 10 or 11 bros, she's living with her girlfriend and 5 other bros that they're friends with. And he doesn't know the guys, and he doesn't like her living with all those fellas. And she didn't tell him about it. He overheard her talking about it. I would say, what can you do? Like, you just wait and see and find out. Hope for the best, and we'll see what happens.
You got a look on your face.
Remember that story I told you where Dustin Hoffman was saying a bunch of stuff and I didn't hear a word of it? I think it just happened again, bro. That was a no disrespect to that, but that was long, bro. I was like, Dustin, is that you? But I don't even know what was said, so I'm respectfully stepping out. I'm taking a Wag the Dog on this one.
I think you're making a great point. Dude, you're putting a lot of energy into this, and you're thinking about it in a very deep and granular level. And the truth is, it was a little dicey. She didn't tell you about it. That would have pissed me off too. But I just don't know what you can do about it other than just see how it goes. What do you think, Chad?
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I'm just sort of like, either you live with me and 10 dudes, or you live with her and 5 dudes. Like, what's going on in this?
A lot of people there.
It's college. It's like frat shit.
I know, but
Wow.
I mean, I don't know.
Sounds like a cult is what it really sounds like.
Yeah.
He's in a cult and he doesn't know it.
Well, do you think they're going to get married, him and this gal?
How old are they?
They're in college.
Yeah, look, anything could happen, but whenever something's dicey and it's already a problem before you even move into the next gear, it's already, you're setting the table for problems. So maybe find something that's not such a nightmare, not such a hassle, and start segueing, going on a ride with that person maybe. Or I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard to tell. I only caught a few words of that whole story, and
I'd say, yeah, stay present and let it ride.
That's what I would do. What else are you gonna do? I mean, because you don't want to break up with her just now over the living situation. So
I just got really excited when you first said Five Guys, and I was like,
Oh,
yeah, maybe it
yeah.
was a burger thing.
yeah.
I caught that part, yeah. Had a Pavlov's dog, kind of started salivating and ovulating, and come on, my period.
You get periods?
I do, yeah.
What's that like?
It's sort of like whenever I get a question mark, but it's more direct. How about you?
I've tried. I've never.
You got to push. You really got to push.
Oh, you
If
gotta
If you
push?
tie your ankles to the end of the bed,
Really?
drink Newman's Own lemonade and push, and you'll get it. You'll get your period, guy.
I was drinking Tang.
Yeah. Well, might want to try some poontang and see if that helps.
Thanks for the tip.
That's what she said.
Do you think you could hear one more cue?
Dude, rock and roll heaven, whatever you say.
That's right. My prom was last weekend and I had a killer night. The best friends around me and my date is amazing. Here's the situation. My date and I went as friends, or so I thought. We got on the D floor and had some nice freak dancing to my surprise. However, I brushed this off as being in the moment and try not to get my hopes up. For reference, I had a crush on her in the past but got rejected. So after the dance, we went to an after party and I went off on my own and had a fun night with a sweet girl, not my date. Now my date and good friends seem more distant. Maybe she was into me and I fucked my chances over. Any advice on future steps? Thanks, guys. Love the pod.
Huh? Does anyone here have any small problems? These are like the short stories over. Who's writing these? Stephen King, for Christ's sake? Good Lord. No disrespect. I mean, I think I've nodded off. I might have nodded off. I'm almost wishing Lee Harvey Oswald was still into book depositories right now, because I almost need to be taken out if I hear one more of these droning, whiny. No, I'm kidding.
No, I don't think you're wrong, man.
But you gotta, tighten them up a bit, because I feel sorry for your lips and your tongue, because you gotta flap it all out, right?
It's my job.
It's tough though. I can hear you wheezing and struggling, and it's a lot of words. Your little buddy.
Do we think there's something that helped us, dude?
You know what? I'm gonna defer to you two, because I think if you roll back the tape, I might have nodded off. And no disrespect, I just found out on the way over here at my gynecologist that I have narcolepsy. So literally came right from my gyno to here, and he said I have narcolepsy. And I said, well, what were you doing while I was asleep? And he said, you don't want to know. And then sent me on my way.
Sounds like a good appointment.
If I knew what happened, I would concur, but I was passed out. Narcolepsy.
Chad, anything?
I kind of got lost too.
He went on a prom date with a girl. He hooked up with another girl. They went as friends. He's wondering why she's being distant now. Did he fuck it? Did he fuck it up? Did he fuck up his chances?
The date,
Yeah.
they went as friends,
But they freak danced.
and he hooked up with someone else,
Mm-hmm.
and he's interested in his prom date.
Mm-hmm.
He'd had a crush on her before. He made a move. She rejected it.
Oh, I just say let it ride, baby. I don't know, dude. Like,
she's not acting distant. You guys are fine.
yeah.
It's okay to hook up with someone else, especially at that age, especially if you went as friends. Just keep talking to her. It could work out.
Yeah. Maybe try getting your first period. You know, like you're talking about.
Well, let's be clear. I didn't get mine till I was 42.
That must have been a hell of a surprise.
Yeah.
Are you kidding? I got an X-ray, and because I was worried, I got an X-ray, and the X-ray came out, looked like I had swallowed a Wetzel's pretzel. My fallopian tubes looked like a Wetzel's pretzel. They even had the chunks of salt on it. Turned out to be mini fibroids.
Whoa.
Unbelievable, yeah. But such is a day in the life of a guy like me.
Well, I appreciate you being candid about it. Let's keep it pushing. Yeah. Chad, you want to start us off?
Whoa.
Yeah.
Chad, who's your beef of the week?
My beef of the week is drip coffee. I think it tastes like shit. You know? People are always like, I like drip coffee. I like coffee from like these like, you know, nice coffee shops and stuff. And every time I try the coffee, I like that drip coffee. It's like so bitter. And I'm like, I hate this way more than like Starbucks or like cheap coffee. Like I prefer 7-Eleven coffee to the fancy coffee. And everyone's like, I love the taste. I love like the nuttiness and stuff. And I every time I drink it, I'm like, it just tastes like really bitter piss. You know what I mean? And I just kind of think that the people who say they like the taste of good coffee are full of shit.
I think you're right. Drip coffee tastes like shit.
It does. Are you a coffee guy?
I've never had a coffee my whole life.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Never got curious?
No, I'm not curious. When I was a kid, all I heard were the adults going, I gotta quit drinking. I drink 4 of these a day. I gotta, and I thought when I was like a little kid, I went, well, if I never try one, I'll never have that issue. So I've never had a coffee.
That's fucking smart.
Isn't that wild?
That's crazy.
So I can't even touch this story.
Wow.
I can't even comment on it.
Well, so who's your beef of the week? It's just something you got a problem with, a person, a thing.
Oh. My beef of the week is people when they get into underground garages suddenly turn into Galapagos tortoises. Like they slow down, they drive like so. And have you seen the baby speed bumps in the underground garage? You know, you got the real ones out on the streets, but down in the garages they put the little baby ones, you know. And people, you know, driving their SUV 4-wheel Jeep over it slower than a Galapagos tortoise, you know, at a slow motion film festival in slow motion world. You know?
I hear you.
So I hate people driving in underground garages. If I'm gonna be committing to going below the Earth's crust, I want some movement.
You want full throttle.
I want full throttle strata. I want strata action.
You want the guy gone 60 seconds in the Hummer.
Right? It's like just swirl around like you're being flushed. Like speed it up there, Lofi.
Like you're being flushed.
Right? Because most of these things, you go down and down until you get to Satan, and then you go back up again.
Yeah. The uncertainty, too. I was behind someone they're backing out of their spot, and they're very uncertain about it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, if you made the move, stick to it.
Move. Let's go.
Be confident about it.
Be confident. You're under the Earth's crust. You can't afford to mess around. You're not a mole. Work it. Work it.
I like it.
My beef of the week is with the movie The Northman. It's the new Robert Eggers movie. It's like a $90 million like Viking epic that's based on Hamlet. And dude, just did not deliver the goods in a way that I needed it. Like, I'm big on action epics, like Braveheart. That's like the big holy grail of those things for me. And this movie was just like, had good scenes, but the scene to scene, like connective tissue and sequencing of it was like too random and narrow. And it was like really bogged down in like mysticism and woo woo, which like, I don't mind if my warriors believe in God or if they talk about angels helping them fight, but I don't need to go into like some weird realm seeing it. You know what I mean? I just need them to mention it. So
they filmed like the dream sequence of what they were.
All that stuff, which took away from the human story of it. Yeah. Exactly. And then the biggest thing I think it missed out on, this is my favorite part of Braveheart, because I always rewatch Braveheart, is like my favorite part of Braveheart is that after they kill his wife, when William Wallace comes back and just goes to work on the British soldiers, just starts like beating the shit out of him and killing him, all of his Scottish brethren, they get right in there. They don't hesitate.
Yeah.
There's not like a big talk like, hey, do we help William fight? No, they see William fighting, they go right in and they start bashing skulls with him. What do we get out of that? Just brotherhood. And they don't got to say it's brotherhood. We just get to see it. These are brothers in the fight. That's always the best part of a huge action epic. And there's none of that in The Northman. There's no brotherhood. There's no camaraderie. And it's just way too narrow that way. Sorry, I'm really loud. Sorry if that spiked in y'all's ears.
We needed the passion. Passion.
It made me think we need to bring Mel Gibson back. Like maybe, Psycho Bros make better epics. I mean, maybe it's better they don't and that they have a, smaller station in our culture, but and maybe that's better. But the epics did suffer and maybe that's okay, but I don't know. I thought it missed the mark. Still cool. Still a cool movie, still entertaining, but
Wait, is it a movie or a series?
movie.
And it's about Vikings?
I think so. Northman. Alexander Skarsgård, he's good in it.
Northman?
He gets jacked.
Well, what if it's just about a bunch of characters from Bakersfield? I mean, that's north.
Or the PNW.
No thanks. I'm
You can say it.
straight.
They fuck butts up there. Some strictly oral guys too.
Whoa, bro, Safiot.
Come on, we can talk about it.
I mean, I ain't no Northman.
But you're fluent in language. You can hang
That's
with
true.
anybody.
That's true. Do you speak other languages?
I try.
Well, okay. DeVry rhymes with the rye.
There's
What do you
honor in the
speak?
attempt. Little Spanish.
Oh, nice. Very sexy.
Con mucho gusto.
No thanks.
Say
Can you
it.
finish it?
Say it.
You're straight. I try to say it in Spanish, but I don't know what straight is.
Me
Eres.
neither.
Eres.
Derecho?
Eres?
Eres derecho.
Oh, you speak Spanish too?
Sí, un poquito.
He speaks more than I
Oh,
do.
cool.
Sí, yo vivía en España.
That's cool, man.
Yeah, he can rip it.
You ripped it real ripe.
Dude, you like that?
You ripened it up and then sour squashed it.
Yeah, but no thanks. I'm straight.
Me too. You're the only one that hasn't said it, Brosh.
I let my experience speak for itself.
True.
Claro que sí.
¿Qué quieres, Harland?
Oh, wow. I see what's happening now.
See?
Trapped in the middle.
Sí.
It's like an orange Julius salad all coming together.
Tú
La
estás
naranja.
lejos de nosotros.
Sí.
You want to hear a Spanish joke? I can do
Yeah.
one joke in Spanish.
Yeah.
You want to hear it?
Yes, please.
I'm not very good, but I'll try. These three gringos walk into a bar. Forget it. You won't understand it.
Keep going. Keep
No, I
going.
can tell you don't get. Your Spanish is good, but not that good.
No, keep going. I do want. I think I could get the end.
I'm
actually.
out. I'm exhausted.
Is it me now?
Go, Chad. Who's your babe of the week?
My baby of the week is that brown widow.
Wait,
that
your
killed-
babe of the week?
It's my babe. Yeah.
Okay.
Babe can be anything. It can be female. It can be male.
Right.
It can be animal, insect,
Awesome.
inanimate object, donut.
Donuts.
Yeah, it's the brown widow. Sorry I had to kill you, dude. And I felt bad about it, but according to Grady, Grady was like, turned me out. He's like, dude, that's brown widow. They infested my yard. Kill that shit. And so, I didn't feel.
Is it poisonous?
Yeah. You know what I read? I read that it's technically more poisonous than the black widow, but they don't deliver as much poison.
Doesn't that
'Cause-
offset what you just said, though? Was it? Wouldn't it negate? It's redundant.
Like they would be more poisonous if they could
If
hit you with it.
Yeah, but they're just a little bit more shy. They don't deliver.
The brown.
The brown, yeah.
What has Brown done for you lately? Well, bit my daughter and killed her. How about that, you son of a...
And you're just throwing things at the TV.
Right?
Get the fuck out of my face with this shit. Don't you ever come in here again with that attitude.
Eight-legged freak.
What was Brown done? Flown through my windshield and killed my dad.
Yeah. Poor dad.
No, the crazy thing about that story, too, is it was Santino's mom who flew through the windshield.
Yeah.
A crazy coincidence.
Yeah, it's like a play.
I remember he was telling me that, and you were like, bro, are you shitting me? That was my dad.
Yeah.
Harlan, who's your babe of the week?
Babe of the week. Babe of the week. I rented the movie Babe by fluke. The one about the little pig.
The George Miller movie.
Yeah, and so I guess that would have to be my Babe of the Week because I actually watched Babe on Wednesday night. And so that would be my Babe of the Week. I watched the little pig movie.
It's a fabulous movie.
It's a great movie. Great family movie. Had a family there. And when the movie finished, I drove them back to Glendale and dropped them off. And it was great. Family viewing. If you can find a family.
That's funny. My Babe of the Week is the... you done Moon Tower Comedy Festival?
No, what is it?
It was a comedy festival in Austin that we went to last week, and I think I had the best time of my life.
Is that right?
The most fun I've
Austin's a
ever
good
had.
city.
It was like summer camp. All these comedians out there were all staying at the same hotel, and you're just bird scootering from show to show, and it just put me in such a joyous mindset. And I was just noticing things more. You know, when you're happy, you notice things more.
Sure.
I was like on the plane coming back to LA, and I was getting off, and I was just picking up all these details. Like I saw the guy in front of me getting his neck rubbed by his wife, and he was so relaxed, even though we were on a plane and we're all, you know, stuck in there like sardines, and he's can't wait to get off, but he's just relaxed. And then I saw a dad who was traveling with his 3 sons, and they were running around like in the aisle in front of him, and he was just kind of smiling and laughing. And it was almost like that moment in Source Code where the whole thing gets freeze framed and you just see all this, you know, human life. And I was like, this is lovely. And I think Moon Tower gave that to me.
Put you in a good mood.
Put me
I've
in a
heard of
good
that
mood.
festival. Yeah, I've never done it. I'll have to do that one.
It's fun.
Yeah, it looks good. Austin.
We'll hang next time.
Yeah,
when we're there.
Austin's great.
It's a good city.
It is, yeah.
You're just walking down the street. There's like guys playing dice on the street. People are like
yeah.
living.
Yeah, they're living. And Terry Jack's barbecue. Did you go there?
No, we did some barbecue.
What was it called again?
I forget. That could have been my beef of the week, though. This is real controversial. I don't think I like brisket.
Whoa.
Really? Interesting.
I don't think I like brisket.
Why not?
It's not that it's bad. It's just there's like 7 other meats I would order
Really?
above it. Mm-hmm.
I love brisket.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that's the consensus. But every
Yeah.
time I have it, I'm like, it's good, but I've never been blown away by it.
Do you like it with fat or without fat?
I think with less fat.
That's what it is. You gotta like get the fat, man.
No, I don't like the fat.
I know, but that's why you don't like it because the fat's where all the flavor is. So
Oh, that makes sense.
you're getting it probably with not as much kick as, but that's okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're very, very welcome. Very welcome.
Chad, who's your legend of the week?
So I was watching ESPN the other day. I never really watch. I'm not a big sports guy. but
Okay.
I was watching ESPN the other day, and I noticed this new guy in the NBA, Jeremy Lin.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, he crushed it in this game against the Nets. He scored like 25 points. This guy's incredible. And I'm proud to say I think I have Linsanity right now.
Wow.
This guy's a fucking beast. Dude, Jeremy Lin, crushing it on the Knicks. You're a beast, dude. And not a big sports guy, but I'm pulling for this guy. I hope he pulls through and he just crushes it. He's incredible to watch.
That's amazing.
Yeah. Linsanity, bro. I got it.
Insanity.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Dude.
Gosh.
Harlan, who's your legend of the week?
My legend of the week is a guy named Kane. He's a Canadian guy, and he's the top racquetball player of all time. And in the last 15 years, he's dominated the sport to the point where I think he's only lost 4 games in 15 years.
That's incredible.
So if you were to take the professional sport of racquetball and stack it up with hockey and basketball, so let's say Gretzky's records are here, Michael Jordan's are here, Kane's would be beyond this roof. So this guy's unbeatable. He takes the number 2, 3, 4, and 5 players in the world and beats them up like they were kids.
Really?
Yeah, and he's playing today, right now, tomorrow, and Sunday here in LA. And I'm going to go watch him on Sunday. And he's just... The problem is racquetball is kind of a low end of the spectrum sport. But if you play it, it's an unbelievable sport. I play about 4 times a week. And so Kane is definitely like this guy. Someday I think the world will look back and recognize what a phenomena this guy is. Like if you compare him to any other champion in a sport. He's done stuff that he's been untouchable. It's crazy.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
You're a big racquetball guy.
Yeah.
It's a great sport.
When I first moved to LA, I think I saw you at the LA Fitness.
Yeah, that's
you
where
play
I
there?
play.
I was like, yeah, when I first moved here, because I think I was at the LA Fitness. I was like, I just saw Harland Williams playing racquetball. I think
Oh yeah,
that was like 10 years ago.
Yeah, probably about 8. I didn't start till about probably 8 years ago.
Okay.
I played hockey my whole life.
Yeah.
I played here in LA. I played ice league and roller league. So I played twice a week.
Hockey's so fun.
Hockey's the best. But then one day a buddy of mine at the gym said, "You want to play racquetball?" I go to the gym where they had 4 racquetball courts, but I just ignored them. I never went. And I said, "Yeah, I'll try it." And the day I tried it, I got addicted, and I haven't played hockey since.
Yeah.
I play like racquetball 4 times a week now.
There's something about the sound.
Oh, it's just all of it. It's such a great game. But anyways,
It's the best. Good
it's
workout.
the breast.
My legend of the week is Oliver Reed, the legendary British actor.
Oh, yeah. Oliver Twist.
Is that right?
Yeah, he was in the famous movie Oliver Twist. He was in Gladiator.
Right. Proximo and Gladiator.
Yeah.
And this is my brother and my buddy Robbie put this on my radar. But this is how Wikipedia describes his death. He died from a heart attack during a break from filming Gladiator in Malta on the afternoon of May 2nd, 1999. According to witnesses, he drank 8 pints of German lager, a dozen shots of rum, half a bottle of whiskey, and a few shots of Hennessy cognac in a drinking match against a group of sailors on shore leave from HSM Cumberland at a local pub. His bill totaled a little over 270 Maltese lira, about $600. After beating 5 much younger Royal Navy sailors at arm wrestling, Reed suddenly collapsed, dying while en route to a hospital in an ambulance.
Yeah, he was a notorious drunk. But going back to earlier, our conversation about intense actors who had it, he was definitely one of those guys. He played a character named Bill Sykes in the Oliver Twist movie. And he was one of those guys who was kind of a force when he was on screen. He was very big and overwhelming and had a real presence.
And he didn't stop being a character when they said cut. He lived that all the time.
Oh yeah, he was a really kind of hard living, hard drinking. He used to go on the Tonight Show and stuff like that and say really controversial things about women, and he'd be drunk, and he was a character, man, but a really good actor.
He went through life swinging.
And it was actually, when I saw Gladiator, it was a real surprise to see him because, he'd been kind of out of the circulation for a while. Yeah. And then all of a sudden there he was, and he looked a little beat up and battered. Life had probably worn him down a little bit, but he did a great job in that movie, and wild life.
Beautiful soul.
I don't know about that, but he was
Maybe, what would you say? What's a better term for it? Just a bull in a china shop?
yeah, he was kind of like he was a candle that burned pretty damn bright, I guess,
Maybe burn some other people too, is what we're saying.
I think so too, yeah.
I'm trying to do burn bright, but, don't singe anybody else if you can.
Yeah, that's a good philosophy. Treat the world kindly and leave behind kindness. Yeah,
Amen.
I like that.
Chad, what's your quote of the week?
My quote of the week comes from Kid Rock. His song "Cocky."
This is one of my favorite songs of all time.
There's a line in there: "Get more ass than Mark McGrath." That's my quote.
Wait, Mark McGrath was...
Sugar Ray. lead
Oh,
singer.
yeah, that guy.
Who he should have been a mention. We had a draft for top frontmen. Mark McGrath. He should have been honorable mention.
Iconic.
Yeah.
What's your quote of the week, Harlan?
My quote of the week is I read a magazine article with an interview from William Shatner, Captain Kirk. And I didn't expect to learn too much. I just thought it would be interesting to read. And he said something in it that was very prolific and it made a lot of sense. And he said, they asked him, they go, Bill, what what's the meaning of life, or what have you learned in your long journey, or something to that effect. And his reply was, he goes, the only thing I know is that none of us know anything. And it's like, when you think of the scope of eternity and the universe and the planets and all the stuff we've created and the cosmetic jungle we've created and all the toils and trials and tribulations each of us humans have, it's like, at the end of it, none of us really, even though we do know things, we really don't know anything at all.
Yeah.
And it was very powerful to me. It was such a quick and simple statement, and it came from a source that I just thought maybe I'd let that float away, but it really, I don't know, it really hit me in the face. None of us know anything.
Yeah, I love that kind of that, because I studied philosophy, and there's that kind of, you study that idea.
Yeah.
And I love it because I think it helps just sort of release any kind of, it helps you to be more present and enjoy life and enjoy, sort of like we embrace like silliness and goofiness. It's because it sort of takes the weight off your shoulders of like, oh, I'm just here, I'm living, I'm existing.
That's right. Yeah, that's a good way.
Yeah, and it's like it's just temporary, and why not have fun?
Yeah,
I guess that's a lot of what I glean from that.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. My quote of the week is also from the Kid Rock song Cocky. It's the line before that where he says, got more money than Matchbox 20.
Dude. Wow, he's doing better than Matchbox 20 and Mark McGrath?
Yeah. And I mean, on the two big fronts, money and ass.
Whoa, dude.
And he's letting them know about it. Dude. I bet you they were pissed when they heard that song. They were like, Matchbox 20 was like, send in your tax returns, dude. Let's go toe to toe here.
Dude, how would you feel if a singer came out with a song and said, and then he had a lyric, get more ass than JT Parr?
Depends on who the singer was. If it's Michael
Sheeran?
Bolton, I'll give it to him. Yeah, Sheeran. Sheeran's earned it. If it's I don't know, Enrique Iglesias. Yeah, maybe I'll go toe to toe with you, buddy. Let's really see who's laying it down. You fucking pussy. Sorry, I got beef with that guy.
He's laying it down. I've seen him in person. He's
Enrique? Yeah, he's a beautiful man, right?
He's laying it down.
I used to have his calendar. He's hot.
You've seen him in person?
Yeah, I did security for his concert once.
Oh, nice.
It was insane.
That's awesome.
Well, he can run, he can hide, but he can't escape the dick down I'm putting on him. Yeah.
Nice.
See who hero is after that. So I'm just referencing songs. Chad, what's your phrase of the week for getting after it?
If you don't mind.
Wait, did you have a quote? You did have a quote, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't mind, I think let's lay the dick down on Enrique.
That'll get people fired up.
Yeah.
Harland, a phrase of the week for getting after it is like just a quick couple words that will fire people up to go hit the town and party.
Chicken licking, chicken at its best. North, east, south, or west. Bok, 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 bok.
Brilliant. Mine, sorry, it's a quick anecdote, but there was a football team in Orange County. I didn't play on it, but they had a backup quarterback named Muma. And you're not allowed to hit the quarterback during practice because he's a prized possession. You got to keep him healthy for the season. But the coaches knew they could put the backup in, and when the defense was tired to get them excited, they'd say that he was live, which meant you could hit him, and the defense would go crazy with excitement that they got to light this kid up. His name was Muma. And the coaches would go, Muma's live. And all the defenders would go, "Arr, arr, 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 arr." And then Muma would just be standing back there, knowing that everyone was putting their ears back, coming for him. And it never failed to excite the defense and to get everybody more energized for the end of practice. And look, it was a mean thing to do. It was cruel that these adults were putting these kids in a position to be violent towards one person. But it worked, and it was so successful that I heard to this day, that was 20 years ago, the coaches still say Muma's live, even though he hasn't been the quarterback there in 20 years.
He coined a phrase.
I
like that.
It was a valuable. He's a great guy too. He's actually really like politically astute now, and I read his breakdowns on Facebook, and I'm like, bro, you fucking drilled it. Like he really leveled up and is a whiz when it comes to breaking down what's going on in the world. But yeah, if you're going out with your friends, just say, hey, tonight Muma's live.
I like it. I like it. It was live.
Well, that's it, Harlan.
Dude, thanks for coming in.
Procious. Thank you.
You're a legend, man. That was so fun. Thank you.
Buddy, can I do a power crackle?
Yeah.
What's that called? Power crackle?
That's a power crackle.
Can I get one more teriyaki power
You
slam?
want to put teriyaki? Boom, bro. And sometimes if you put mayonnaise on your forearm, it just gives it a little extra.
Little slide.
Yeah, a little slide. Hellman's. Give it a little Hellman's brush.
Appreciate it, man. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Oh, what? No, you got a podcast, Harlan's Highway.
Oh, should we mention?
Yeah.
Whoa, the bro just scabbed into my Donette. Wow, bro. See, I thought I'd have you right to the end, and then he got me.
Dude, yeah.
He pretended it was over, got into my Donette, and then you brought it back, and we're still live.
We're still yeah, so
Okay, so I have my own podcast that I just started up called The Harland Highway on YouTube. And also, if I can plug one more thing, if that's
Absolutely.
cool,
Plug
because
away.
I'm kind of proud of this. We live in a world of brand names and trademarks and all that stuff. So I don't know if you noticed, but I draw my own T-shirts. So I drew this right on here with Sharpie. And
you drew that with Sharpie?
yeah, this is drawn right onto the shirt, and I drew this yesterday. And I sell my own hand-drawn shirts at a website called harbling.com. And it's just if you want to wear your own piece of original art, you can go to harbling.com and order one of my
awesome.
shirts. And if we're out of the original, you can get a print. But these are hand-drawn right on there. So...
Dude,
That's
no
amazing.
hyperbole. That might be the coolest merch I've seen. That's so cool.
Well,
that
thank
it's like
you.
Specific and unique like that.
Well, that's what I wanted. I wanted to offer, so like I said, in a world of brand names and logos, I wanted people to be able to get something that
it's a real piece of
it's
you.
a real piece of art, and it's a real drawing, and it's right on the shirt. It's not so yeah. So if you like it and you want to get some, I got a whole bunch on my website. So that's all I'm gonna plug.
That's fucking awesome.
Thank
Hell
you.
yeah. That's cool. And you're on tour too. You're going to
Oh yeah,
stand-up?
check my my website harlandwilliams.com, and you can see my stand-up comedy tour list or whatever it's called.
Yeah. You're one of the most fun guys to watch, I gotta say.
Oh,
on
thanks,
stage,
man.
Yeah.
Yeah, you really
You were
are.
on our show one time. I don't know if you remember, maybe it was like 3 years ago.
Yeah.
It was so much fun.
Oh,
yeah,
a stand-up show.
Yeah.
Was it at the Laugh Factory?
No, Improv Lab.
Oh, in the lab. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
But we got a main room show now. We leveled up
Yeah.
a little bit. We'll
Oh,
have you on it. We
I'll
need you on
be
it.
honored. Yeah. Well, let's don at it up, bros.
Yeah.
You bringing the Donettes to the show?
We'll bring the Donettes, and we won't bring the small ones. We're gonna bring the jumbos,
I
bro.
might munch
Sepia.
yours during your set.
I think it sounds like I just got strawberry glazed, brosh.
Big time.
You can glaze me anytime.
That's what she said.
If you need advice, these guys are really nice. You wanna know what to do, where to